Welcome to Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Katie Link.
And I'm Mary Evans. The Catich Gallery has some new artwork on display featuring works from a professor in the Graphics Design Department at Appalachian State University. It's called Studio of Exhaustion, and it is what artist Clifton Mador created to explore how the narratives of culture, history, and place are the basis for identity. He combines writing, photography, printmaking, and design to create his work. The Studio of Exhaustion displays the artist's books, but also focuses on how the books were made. The gallery is open to the public and can be viewed until March 4th in the Galvin Fine Arts Center.
This week, the St. Ambrose Theatre Department opens its spring studio theater production, Proof. Proof is a drama written by David Auburn, and the show opened Thursday, February 17th. The main cast consists of 4 SAU students, and there are 3 understudies as well. Student director Kay Hampton says that she is ready and excited for people to see the production.
When you watch the show, there are so many different complexities and layers to both the characters and what's happening in the scenes. There's like things that aren't said. So you just have to pay attention and really dig in and be ready to have some complex thought thrown your way.
I'm not doing much.
The final performance of Proof will be Saturday, February 19th at 3 p.m. in the Galvin Studio Theater.
Employee Appreciation Day is coming up for food service workers around the campus. The food service company Sodexo is asking for students to nominate their favorite cafeteria and food court workers.
We are asking SAU students, faculty, and staff to nominate their favorite Sodexo employee by emailing me at wagnermsc@sau.edu with a picture of you and your favorite employee and why they're your favorite.
Students who nominate an employee before February 25th will receive a redeemable card for either a coffee in the coffee shop or a sub in the food court.
When St. Ambrose seniors walk the stage in May, they'll be rewarded with a degree, but they will also be faced with one big challenge: finding a job. One resource available to them is the SAU Career Center, and Director Lindsay Adolphs puts it, the center has a lot to offer.
We have all resources when it comes to job searching. So if a student is getting ready to find an internship or a job, we can help you find those resources, whether it's resume writing, cover letter writing, interviewing. We help you do mock interviews and practice those skill sets, as well as get you connected to employers.
Adolphs says that the Career Center is open to everyone. Resources are even available online 24/7 through the My SAU portal, which includes everything students can find in the Career Center.
So we have a whole lot of resources on the Career Center portal. So if you have time, maybe it's not during the normal 8 to 5 hours, you can go there and see all of our resume writing, cover letters, networking, all sorts of good stuff is there. But the best way to utilize the resources is to come in and meet with us. So we have career advisors that will meet with you one-on-one for appointments for as many times as you need to walk through those resources and utilize it so you're in the best shape that you can be.
The Career Center has 3 more events for students to get involved with this semester. For more information, stop into the Career Center on the 2nd floor of the Rogalski Center or email careercenter@sau.edu.
A St. Ambrose spring break service trip still has 2 spots open for a trip to Memphis, Tennessee. These service trips not only offer students the opportunities to help others less fortunate, but also provides ways to help the environment and enrich the lives of everyone involved.
We're traveling down to Memphis. And then the other service trip we're going on this year is just to Kansas City. And then for all these opportunities, the students come home having built relationships with each other and with those of us on campus ministry who go on the trips with them, and just a little bit more inspired to be of service here in our local Quad Cities community.
If you're interested in going on the Memphis service trip, you can reach out to Gant through her email at gantnicola@sau.edu.
The Kinesiology Department is welcoming students to explore their flexibility and stress levels in a 3-week study. Senior student Nissa Wagner is conducting an experiment to gather information that can aid future students.
I am hoping that there will be an increase in hip range of motion, and I'm hoping there will be a decrease in stress levels. I am a college student, and I know how stressful college can be. And I want to show students that even 3 times a week, you can improve your lifestyle with just 45 minutes of yoga.
Students are encouraged to volunteer for this experiment. If a student participates, there is a chance to win a $25 Visa gift card. Pre-assessments for eligibility begin Monday, February 21st. You can sign up in the email sent by the Kinesiology Department. Coming up after a short break, the men's volleyball team gets back on the winning track after a rough start to the season.
And a St. Ambrose College legend celebrates a milestone victory.
We'll have these stories and more coming up after the break.
On Dateline SAU.
Student who received scholarship, and I knew that that was something that other people had done for me, so it's important to recognize that and then to also do the same. To be able to give that to another student and help other students have that opportunity is something that I just recognize as important because it made such a difference to me.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
Going into Wednesday's action, there was a logjam near the top of the conference with just a couple of regular season games to go. The St. Ambrose women were right in the middle of it, looking to improve their seeding in the conference tournament, which starts next week. To Lee Loman Arena we go. Down by as many as 11 to the St. Francis Saints, the Bees start to claw back. This Shane Smith jumper in the lane pulls St. Ambrose to within 7. A bit later, it's Mel Stewart with 2, and the Bees trail the visitors by just 4 points. Next, it's Madeline Prestegard with a move underneath, and now it's just a 2-point ball game within less than 2 minutes to play. But in the game's final seconds, it's the Saints who deliver the dagger, and the Bees drop a heartbreaker at home, 61-56. St. Ambrose, now 24-4, overall 17-4 in the conference, will close out the regular season at Indiana South Bend. A win there could guarantee SAU sole possession of 3rd place in the CCAC within the tournament starting on Tuesday.
With just the top 8 teams in the conference advancing to the CCAC tournament, the St. Ambrose men are on the bubble as they found themselves fighting for their postseason lives in their game on Wednesday. Things look good early for the Bees. Here, Ben Scholes goes to the hoop with conviction, and the SAU lead grows to 11. But the Saints weren't going away. The second half hook by Tom Kazanecki keeps the Bees ahead, but now the lead has shrunk to just 5 points. Then, with under 2 minutes to go and the game still in doubt, Jake Connerty drives the baseline and St. Ambrose holds on for a big win. 4 Bees scored in double figures, led by Kazanecki's 18 points. The Bees are now tied for 8th place in the CCAC with their final regular season game on the road at Indiana University, South Bend.
Last week was a milestone for longtime St. Ambrose men's basketball coach Ray Shovlin. He became the 21st NAIA coach of all time to reach 700 career wins. He achieved that mark when the Bees defeated Iowa Wesleyan at home last week. A professor in the College of Business, Shovlin was presented with a plaque following the game as he celebrated with his team.
I love teaching and coaching. I really do. I love being in the classroom. virtually every day over the last 30 years. I love interacting with the players. I challenge them, I think, from that standpoint. Some guys don't have a tougher time taking on initially, because that's not the way the world works a lot anymore. But the guys are responding well over the years.
In his 39th season as head coach, Ray Shovlin is the 63rd men's collegiate basketball coach to reach 700 career victories. And he is just the 7th to get all of those wins at one school. A 4-year player for the Bees as a student in the 1970s, Coach Shovlin was inducted into the St. Ambrose Athletic Hall of Fame in 1993.
Over the weekend, the SAU Indoor Percussion Ensemble competed at MPA South St. Paul. The ensemble placed first in the music caption, second in both the music effect caption and visual caption. They also earned a third-place finish in the visual effects caption. The Bees placed second overall in class Percussion Independent A with a score of 67.2.
After dropping their first 6 games, the men's volleyball team won 2 big conference matches on the road last week. The Bees will step away from conference action Saturday when they host Mount Mercy. They will then return to the road February 21st at St. Xavier in Chicago.
And the 7th-ranked men's lacrosse team started the season with a big win, knocking off number 2 Indiana Tech Thursday in Westfield, Indiana. Cole Danner led the way with 4 goals and 1 assist, and Nolan Hayes had 19 saves.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
We'll be back next week with the latest sports and news from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, late-breaking news, and more.
You can also find news stories and videos on The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.